these things to the end, and I'm interested to see how they're going to handle this. And it looks like, to start off with, there is a timeout on the field. It may be an official timeout and not a Hornet. It is indeed an official timeout for a little drink of water. So we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back on the official voice of high school football in Mitchell County, Q92.3.
Break. Brings up second down now, and second about 4 for the Hornets. They have one receiver on the near side here. And they take the snap, give it to a back. We grab him instantly. The ball comes loose. Baconton comes up with it.
Well, if you couldn't tell, Baconton has recovered the football. Baconton has recovered the football, so they are going to try to make this thing look like it's a close football game before it's all over with. Because down here deep, I'm sure they're going to want to try to put some more points on the board, and just as quickly. I'm really surprised at the reaction. Pelham really came out as much spirit as they've shown leading up to the season with their new football coach. I really was a little surprised at how lackadaisical they took that little snap, like, let's get the heck out of here and go home. We've got this one won.
They recover the ball on the 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 now for the Blazers from the Pelham 25.
And Pelham defensively doesn't look like they're paying attention well, because they lined up 5 yards off the football, and the defense usually huddles up right there, snug up with the football.
I formation this time as Pinson with the count and the snap, and there was movement there, I think, against the Blazers.
Oh yeah, there's pretty much no doubt about it. Heck, Pelham didn't look like they wanted to get up there on the ball, so there's no way they could be called for offsides. They weren't even up at the football.
So now we're going to move it back 5 yards,
yeah.
Be 1st and 15. Now we need to throw it down there again and get us another penalty, and we'll move it forward, get us a pass interference penalty, and we'll set up what just happened to get the points on the board we got on the board now.
Yeah.
3:11 on the clock.
I don't know. That's a problem Baconton's going to have this year, too, is you've got to not shoot yourself in the foot there and end up looking at a 1st and 15. You got 3 yards on a cloud of dust type offense.
I formation. Pinson rolls to the near side. He's looking to pass. He's under pressure, and it is in and out of the hands of number 3, Hiram Jackson. I guess it was, I say, in and out of the hands. Pass a little bit high, but Pinson was under pressure.
Yeah, it was number 7, wasn't it?
Number 3, Hiram.
It was number 3,
yes.
Hiram. Okay, good old fullback out of the backfield, and, as Pinson rolled right and threw it downfield. Only thing is, it bounced out of Hiram's hand, and there was a Hornet making a real good dive for it, trying to dig it out of the grass, and he near about picked it off. So that could have been really dangerous for Baconton. Both these teams, and Baconton especially, has really, I'm proud of them that they're not giving up. We knew they didn't surprise me. We knew they were going to do it.
2:05, clock running. Pinson rolling to the near side. A long pass this time down to the end zone, and it's just over the intended receiver, Dorrell Edmonds. Incomplete. 3rd and 15.
Why do you wait until 2 minutes left to go in the game to do this? Because they've near about hit 2 passes downfield that each of those would have picked up a 1st down. One might have scored, and all you have to do is have that work out once, and the heck with it. They won't be crowding up with all those people in the box, as they say, up on the line of scrimmage very long.
.120 left to play in tonight's contest. 3rd and 15 for the Blazers. I formation, receivers on both sides. Pinson going to roll to the far side. He's under a lot of pressure. Oh, he pitches the ball forward and catches it again.
That what?
Man, did you see that?
Shovel pass. Yeah. Just a very dangerous shovel pass.
He passed it. It bounced off of one guy and back into his hands.
Yeah.
Then he was taken down.
Yeah. It would have been really something if he could have made it, picked up a first down with it or something. But, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Penalty flag on the far side.
All of a sudden.
Penalty flag on the far side of the field here.
Yeah, I think it's going to go against the offense.
Yeah. It is against the offense.
Ineligible. See, once that scrambling takes place, you get linemen going downfield. So it was an ineligible receiver downfield. So,
okay. So now the ball spotted on 35-yard line, third down.
They thought he was going to run, so rightfully so, the linemen started blocking for him and went downfield. And then he passed that shovel pass. And bingo, you got linemen downfield where they can't be on a pass. They've got to stay around the line of scrimmage, so it's an ineligible receiver.
Brings up fourth down is what it does. Pinson this time looking to pass as he rolls to the near side. Oh, and it is it's a long pass, but there's a man there, and it is incomplete. A Pelham guy almost comes up with it.
Hiram Jackson made a good stab at it, but he couldn't catch it. But I tell you what, I would like to have seen a little bit of that earlier in the football game, because, Coach Raley back in the 80s for the Mitchell Baker Eagles, as it was called then, said, you keep throwing like that, you're going to hit one of those one day, because he was well known for running it, all of a sudden, boom, throw it downfield. The game is coming to an end. Our little love affair with the trophy is ended. They've come and snatched that beautiful thing from us, and they're taking it down on the field, and they will present the Civil War trophy. It's the second renewal of the rivalry, but it's the first year that the team will win a trophy, and that trophy will reside, Clark, for the first year at least, at Pelham High School. We can hear the band across the way playing the Pelham High School fight song, and of course both teams in very sportsmanship-like fashion congratulating each other for a hard-fought game. Game number 2 in the rivalry goes in the books, 33-7. Of course, it was this point last year that we thought game number 1 was going to go in the books at 50-14. Was the actual on-the-field score. It was later, and I'm sure it's not going to happen again, but it was later that Pelham was found to have played an ineligible player, and in what really started a downfall and an unvictorious season for the Pelham Hornets, the Hornets end up having to forfeit the first game in this rivalry. So they are going to present the trophy on the field, and we're going to take a quick we're going to play 2 commercials there, 60-second timeout, and be back on the official voice of high school football in Mitchell County, Q92.3. I think we just didn't have enough bars on our phone. I got to wrap it in aluminum and put it outside, which will usually help it some. Have a problem up here. Back at Centennial Stadium, where Pelham has won the rivalry game for the second year in a row, and the final score again is 33-7. And I'm going to turn to Clark Harrell here. Clark has left me. Clark, you want to recap the scoring, or?